welcome Andre.
Thank you.
Kill it, man.
How's it going, guys? My name's Andre. I realized I forgot to put my name up on the slides. But I'm starting a company called Top Human. It's a coaching company. And the whole philosophy behind it is that there's one skill to level up your life, better your business, and rejuvenate your relationships. Now, I'm sure you've heard this from plenty of coaches, plenty of times, plenty of books, plenty of YouTube videos. I certainly have. Taking a pretty different approach. This is an against-the-grain, practical approach to mental conditioning. There's definitely not enough time here to talk about all the things I want to talk about and share. So connect with me afterwards, or ask questions, of course. Go. All right. So about me, I hope you guys can read this. I studied in Silicon Valley. I went to UC Berkeley for computer science. Worked there for a few years. Eventually decided to start traveling and leave California. But I'm really good at problem solving. However, my mindset was pretty weak. And over the years, I've experienced several highly emotional events, a lot of stress, and my mind started to change for the worse. My body started to get affected. I was having some issues. And the traditional advice that I got from other people wasn't working for me. Your Tony Robbins of the world, your YouTubes. I hired coaches, therapists, tried some plant medicines, kind of ran the whole gamut. And still only one thing was really consistent, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. So I kept searching for the how-to. How do I let go? How do I change my automatic negative thoughts? How do I change my self-talk? How do I have a better relationship with myself and other people? And how do I really tap into the potential that I know I have, but I'm not seeing in my own life? So I talk about clearing the negative noise in our heads, getting in tune with our intuition, and making clearer decisions. So there's a lot of negative noise in our environments, and unfortunately this starts at a very young age for us. And it's repetitive, and it gets ingrained in our minds, and this becomes our mindsets. And because of that, over the years, we can become or feel lost and make inaccurate or bad or wrong, ineffective decisions, and then we end up somewhere in life where we don't necessarily want to be, or that's not as up to our potential as we could be. And this is where it gets fun. We're going to do this work by working at the level of energy. What do I mean by that? Depending on who you ask, 70 to 95% of our thoughts and decisions are all subconscious. Our subconscious is the combination basically of our brain and our nervous system. And our brains and our nervous systems run on energy. Our thought and behavior patterns that are repetitive, that are the ineffective ones, even the positive ones, but we're focusing on the negative ones here, the ineffective ones, they have energy behind them. And that's what's powering the nervous system and the brain, and that's what creates our actions and our thoughts and yada yada, and that creates our life. So the crux here is that energy gets trapped in the body. We have uncompleted pain cycles or trauma cycles, and that energy that kind of fueled that experience gets trapped in the body physically. Animals have a natural way of shaking off this energy after every event. Humans don't shake. We can, but we don't. And that energy gets trapped, and that's what drives these negative thought patterns, these negative behaviors, because it keeps reminding you where it came from and that it's there. And as entrepreneurs, that costs us money because we're making ineffective decisions. We're afraid to try something new. We make a bad relationship, bad partnership, and that doesn't go the way we want it to go. And of course, it just costs us our happiness and our well-being overall. So I teach people how to move energy for a better mind and a better life. This is a skill you can learn. You can literally release this energy from your body. It looks like a meditative exercise in a way. That's how I'm starting this. And by doing that, you strip the negative mental patterns and behavior patterns of the energy that's literally driving them. This creates space for your intuition and for your true self and for your inner voices to be less negative and more positive and more intuitive. So you start living more aligned and more authentically to who you actually are. This, of course, results in a calmer, happier, and more authentic life. And this is the how-to of letting go that I was looking for over the past several years. So we teach how to move energy, which is already kind of out there and kind of different, but it gets really cool because as you move energy, as you learn that skill for a better mind and for a better life, you can also increase your pleasure with this skill, because trauma energy and sexual energy are both energy. And once you can move it, then you can move your own sexual energy within your own body. You can move it in your partner, and there's videos of this, people doing this. And this is the basis of Tantra, which has been around for thousands of years. So it really is one skill to kind of take care of the pain side of things of your life and increase the pleasure in your life. So at Top Human, I believe that the entrepreneurial journey is a spiritual journey. And we're all affected by our personal energy, and we can affect it. And that's the piece that we're getting into here. Working with energy is working with life's building block. You cannot get any lower than that, any farther than that. It's the most raw level to work at, so it's the most direct approach. It's one skill to conquer your pain and amplify your pleasure. And as entrepreneurs, if we learn this, we can level up our lives, our businesses, and our relationships, and just overall live a much happier life. As far as the business side goes, I'm introducing this as a coaching program. It's 8 weeks. I'm offering one-on-one coaching, group coaching, and there's, of course, an online self-paced course. People like that. There's two sides to the energy stuff, right? There's the mental side, and then there's the body, the physical side. So I have a mind program and a body program because I've started this. So that's all I've got. Thank you very much.